I work with the do-it-yourselfers to help them safely dispose of used motor oil because it's highly toxic. And it's against the law to throw it down the drain. And so I work with city partners, private sector partners to get the word out. I work with drop-off centers that accept used oil to keep them happy and to keep the system flowing so that do-it-yourselfers have an option so that they don't have to throw it in the trash. I work with the residents in different neighborhoods to encourage them to reduce the use of chemical cleaning products in the home. So we're starting with cleaning products. We've worked with pesticides as well, but we're focusing on cleaning products right now. And I have some city agencies that we work with, but we encourage residents to decrease the use of conventional consumer products that may be doing them harm, cleaning products in the home. Your garbage company here in San Francisco, we work with them to organize a program once or twice, I think it's twice a year, you can have your oil picked up for free at home. But if you have a small amount, you can go to a drop-off site in your neighborhood. So it might be a Kragen, which is an auto parts store, or it might be a gas station, it might be a service station. We have 30 drop-off sites around the city. You know, they don't really know that they're doing wrong. It's a retail issue, it's a manufacturing issue. The gap is really that residents watch a commercial and they see that they're being good moms and dads if they use Clorox bleach or something like that, right? But if the manufacturers were reformulating and making safer products, the consumers would know what to do. We are working with retailers, beginning to work with retailers to say, okay, retailers, you can fill in the gap by offering safer products. And we're currently doing an inventory of all the products, but we're really looking at the ingredients in the green marketed products. So, you know, S.C. Johnson says they have this line of green products, even though they make scrubbing bubbles and all that other stuff that may not be safe. We want those that market their products as green to really be green. So we want to say to Walgreens, guess what? We did an analysis and only these green products on your shelf are really green. So can you tell the public that? So we're just thinking, well, okay, how can we get to the consumer? We can get to them through the retailer. And so we need to develop that aspect. We do a lot of public outreach. I do talks. I did a presentation at the library. I have a big project going in the Bayview, you know, how door to door. But I think working with retailers is one gap that we haven't seen any progress on, and we'd like to work there. The city toxics reduction group has done an excellent job of saying to those that bid on products, there's thousands of products that we buy in a year. So they've set a standard, and the standard says, we're going to buy the safest product possible. And we're going to look at all of these products. We're not going to just look at cost. We're going to look at the ingredient or the toxicity of a product, and we're going to look at cost. And we're going to say, well, you know, if you want to buy janitorial products, you know, we approve, there's an approved list of products. Our group has developed the list of standards with the public. Like, we don't want any products with carcinogens. We don't want products with reproductive toxins. And we don't want asthmagens on our list. So they present a list of approved products. So when the purchaser at the Department of Public Health, when they're purchasing janitorial products, when they need to make decisions, it's not just the cheapest product. It's also what's safe. So they've set a list of standards. They've developed a list of products, say, for cleaning. And they've helped the city reduce the use of toxics in city buildings, in parks. That's been a success because it's a lot easier to legislate that type of mandate that we're going to use safer products in all city operations. We didn't analyze or evaluate cost. We looked at only asthmagens. That's what we looked at first because we were working in the Bayview. So we looked at asthma triggers, like what products contain asthma triggers, respiratory irritants, and asthmagens, which are asthma-causing chemicals. which cause permanent damage to the respiratory system. So that's what we looked at. And we have that list, that inventory, and we'd like to just, we're hoping to take it one step further in saying, well, okay, we have developed a list of safe products. We only looked at asthma. It's very expensive to have consultants look at 300 products and say, you know, and apply our list of the criteria that we developed through the CD program. So the idea maybe one day will to have a list of green products. Now, or safe products. When I say green, I mean safe. We may get there one day, but I think if just looking at the green products that have already been reformulated, say SC Johnson has their own standards, they've reformulated some of their products. You know, we're just going to focus on the green products because we really don't need to evaluate ammonia for all of its harmful effects, because basically there's not enough money to do that. But we can safely say that we know it's already an asthma trigger, so we're just going to look at green marketed products. That's how I refer to it as, because they're already on the shelf. That's the advantage. A lot of retailers already have green products, so-called green products, on the shelf. But we really want to determine if they're green or not. The most harmful products you could use is, say, a heavy-duty all-purpose cleaner, because it has quite a few disinfectants, or it has a disinfectant that could be harmful, and other harsh cleaners. So like a heavy-duty all-purpose cleaner would be, you know, not a good idea. Oven cleaner is pretty much a highly toxic and harmful in many different ways. It can burn you, it's corrosive, it's, you know, it's in an aerosol form, it's respiratory issues. There are some green products that contain these new ingredients that are high or low in pH, and that's the red flag. If it's really high in pH or if it's really low in pH, then we would flag it. And we're still looking. We have just begun to look at, say, like there's a new line of Clorox Greenworks, and we're looking at the pH of those products. We have. You don't have to buy what's on the shelf. You can also make your own cleaning products. And in fact, it's really simple. That's one step you can take. You can change your own behavior, and that's what we encourage residents to do. And it's as simple as using, say, and I'll hand over a fact sheet. It's as simple as having just 4 products in the home that you might even cook with, and then soap. So you could use them individually. You could mix a few together. It's really simple. Encouraging your family to do the same, and I think, you know, I want to say working in your school, because when you're working in your school, you might be able to encourage the janitorial staff, if someone's listening, asking students to take the change home to their families, asking the school, I want to say, what are they called now? Principal, or, you know, the school superintendents, or the school the teachers and the managers at the top, to ask them to try to change their behavior and taking it home on the consumer, you know, household level. I think, you know, starting at school is a good place, because you'll have access to parents and management and other students. So. Oh gosh, I think it's more cost effective to be green, because if you're lazy and you just pull something off the shelf, you know, a bottle of this conventional cleaning product, for example, might cost $3.99, but your bottle of baking soda and vinegar is a lot less than that. And so I think it's actually, I'm kind of lazy myself, and I think it's easy and it's cheap to just get some liquid soap and some baking soda. That's it, and vinegar.
So more healthy.
So it's lazy. It's green, it's cheap, it's easy. I don't go to the store and buy lots of products. Like, you know, if you walk down the aisle, you'll see that, you know, there's 5 products for the bathroom, but you don't have to buy